Welcome to the 2020 Medals and Awards Ceremony of the Royal Society of Canada. My name is Sheila Embleton, and it is my pleasure to serve as the Secretary of the Society. Today we will proceed with the presentation of 16 medals and awards to scholars of exceptional merit. Je profite de l'occasion pour remercier tous les membres de la SRC qui siègent au sein des comités de sélection, ainsi que ceux et celles qui ont proposé des candidatures pour les différents prix. The Royal Society of Canada recognizes that many Indigenous nations have long-standing relationships with the territories all across the country upon which those of you joining us remotely today are located. We invite you to adjust the following land acknowledgement to one more appropriate to your current location. Physically, I am in Toronto today for this event and acknowledge my presence on the traditional territory of many Indigenous nations. The area known as Takaronto has been caretaken by the Anishinaabe Nation, the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, and the Huron-Wendat. It is now home to many First Nation, Inuit, and Métis communities. We acknowledge the current treaty holders, the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation. This territory is subject of the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Belt Covenant, an agreement to peaceably share and care for the Great Lakes region. I would like to invite the President of the Royal Society of Canada, Jeremy McNeil, to say a few words.
Bonjour, chers collègues, mesdames et messieurs. Chaque année, la Société royale reconnaît les contributions exceptionnelles d'un certain nombre d'individus via le programme des médailles et des diplômes. As you can see, this year's recipients reflect both scholastic and intergenerational diversity, and in fact reflects the Royal Society itself. I would like to take this opportunity to personally congratulate all of the award winners for their contributions in their respective fields. I would also like to thank those individuals who took the time to recognize the contributions of these individuals, prepare the dossiers that they submitted for these awards. I would be remiss also if I did not thank the various members of the committees who selected this year's awardees. Maintenant, c'est un plaisir de vous présenter Madame Suzanne Fortier, le principal de l'Université McGill, qui va dire un mot de bienvenue. À vous, Suzanne.
Bonjour, bienvenue. Thank you, Professor McNeil, for your leadership and vision. À titre de principal de l'Université McGill, je suis ravie que notre établissement commandite la tenue de cet événement. It is my great pleasure to recognize the exceptional achievements of the 2020 medal and award winners. They have all made outstanding contributions to their respective fields, both nationally and internationally. I also want to congratulate all of you who will be inducted into the Royal Society of Canada this afternoon. In these challenging times, it is clear that we have to adapt our understanding of what the term engagement means. I commend the Royal Society of Canada for their innovative approach to the programming for this celebration. They've put together an exceptional schedule of events. While our understanding of engagement may have to be adapted to the current context, I'm pleased that our view of excellence remains unchanged. The Royal Society of Canada continues its tireless work of promoting excellence by making the public aware of the achievements of our talented researchers, academics, and artists. Today, we are celebrating the extraordinary accomplishments of each of the 2020 medal and award winners. L'excellence qu'incarnent les nouveaux médaillés de la Société royale du Canada témoigne non seulement de leur talent exceptionnel, mais aussi de leur générosité et de leur travail soutenu. Whenever I have the opportunity to talk to professors at McGill who are members of the Royal Society of Canada, I'm inspired by their acknowledgement that much of their accomplishments and success has been made possible by the hard work of their students, postdocs, and staff, as well as the support of their families. I hope that all of these individuals who have been there to support our 2020 medal and award winners are with us right now, thanks to our virtual connection. Certainly all of us at McGill University look forward to hosting next year Royal Society Celebration of Excellence and Engagement. It will be a very special celebration for our institution as we also mark our 200th anniversary. We're excited to be welcoming you, hopefully in person. Merci de votre présence à cette célébration.
La première médaille de la journée est la bourse Bancroft. Celle-ci vise à récompenser les réalisations exceptionnelles en sciences de la Terre, sous forme d'enseignement, d'ouvrages ou de recherche, et qui ont manifestement contribué à mieux faire connaître ces sciences auprès du public. The Bancroft Award is given for publication, instruction, and research in the earth sciences that have conspicuously contributed to public understanding and appreciation of the subject. Le gagnant de la bourse Bancroft 2020 est Irena Creed. Irena Creed is an internationally recognized scientist whose work has led to a deeper understanding of global climate change and pollution effects on watershed functions and services they provide, such as drinking water. Integrating hydrology, biogeochemistry, and ecology, she has transformed understanding of how water controls the alternative states of nutrients as a greenhouse gas or as a trigger for algal blooms. She has translated her science into policy and practice, both within Canada and internationally. Elle est une scientifique de renommée internationale dont le travail a permis de mieux comprendre les effets du changement climatique et de la pollution sur les fonctions des bassins hydrographiques ainsi que sur les services qu'ils fournissent, tels que notre accès à l'eau potable. En intégrant l'hydrologie, la biogéochimie et l'écologie, la professeure Creed a transformé notre compréhension de la façon dont l'eau contrôle le sort alternatif des nutriments. Par exemple, lorsque l'eau est un déclencheur de la production de gaz à effet de serre ou de la prolifération d'algues. Elle continue à transmettre ses connaissances dans les mesures politiques et les pratiques, tant au Canada qu'à l'étranger. Irena Creed.
I am immensely honored to accept the Bancroft Award and to join such an accomplished group of earth scientists. Thank you to the Bancroft family, to the Royal Society of Canada, and to those who nominated me and helped guide my selection. I am overcome by this recognition, and I give thanks from the bottom of my heart. Like many students, I entered university from humble origins and a simple ambition. I'd hoped to graduate and to become useful. Over the years, I pursued a diverse range of disciplines, including zoology, botany, and finally physical geography. Along this path, I became fascinated with the application of systems thinking to the earth. I focused on how water drives interactions and feedbacks among earth system components and how human societies are impacting the water cycle. Water flowing over the Earth's surface both generates and accepts molecules and compounds, providing a unique chemical signature. This signature shapes the organisms downstream, creating different biological worlds. I followed the water, considering changes in its chemical signature as it flows over and around and through complex terrain. I discovered how water acts as a chauffeur to carry the potential of life from place to place while modulating the molecules it carries along its journey. I sought ways to alleviate water insecurity on an increasingly unstable Earth platform as the world is impacted by climate change. This award is an outcome of the work of many, many remarkable students, postdocs, and colleagues that I've had the privilege to collaborate with. Together, we've explored the Earth and strive to make a difference. In closing, I know that many are worthy of this award. I want to acknowledge the wonderful support of colleagues at the University of Saskatchewan, as well as in my previous institution, Western University, each of which considered me worthy. Thank you.
Congratulations, Dr. Creed. The Flavel Medal is awarded for an outstanding contribution to biological science during the preceding 10 years or for significant additions to a previous outstanding contribution to biological science. Cette médaille est décernée en reconnaissance d'un apport important à la biologie au cours des 10 dernières années ou pour des travaux de recherche notables venant compléter des travaux antérieurs importants dans cette discipline. The winner of the 2020 Flavel Medal is Marla Sokolovsky. Marla Sokolovsky, a university professor at the University of Toronto, is an award-winning, internationally renowned behavior geneticist whose groundbreaking research has permanently changed the way we frame questions about individual differences in behavior. Her comprehensive multidisciplinary analyses of gene-environment interactions have been instrumental in refuting long-standing ideas of genetic determinism. Professor Sokolovsky's foundational discoveries in the fruit fly and other diverse animal systems, including humans, continue to shape fundamental concepts in behavioral evolution, genetic pleiotropy, and plasticity. Elle est une généticienne du comportement de renommée internationale dont les recherches novatrices ont changé pour toujours notre formulation des questions relatives aux différences en matière de comportement individuel. Ces analyses complètes et multidisciplinaires des interactions gènes-environnement ont contribué à réfuter les idées reçues sur le déterminisme génétique. Ces découvertes fondamentales sur la drosophile et sur d'autres animaux divers, dont l'être humain, continuent de façonner les concepts fondamentaux de l'évolution du comportement, de la pléiotropie des gènes et de la plasticité. Marla Sokolovsky.
Thank you for this wonderful honor. I'm the second woman to win this award since 1925. The first was Margaret Newton, who won the medal in 1948. I look forward to a future where more diverse, stellar Canadian scientists win this award. I want to tell you a bit about where I come from. My mom is a Canadian-born kindergarten teacher, and my dad was a concentration camp survivor. I am the second member of my family to get a high school education and the first who went to university. Education was important to my parents, and at a very young age, they instilled in me a lifelong love of learning. How did I end up doing research in behavior genetics? So, when I was an undergrad student, I noticed that when fruit fly larvae searched for food, they either moved a lot or relatively little. I transformed this observation into a model that has repeatedly questioned the status quo, including debunking the nature-nurture dichotomy. I'm grateful for the support from my first academic home, York University, and my current homes at the University of Toronto and CFAR. Also for the generous support from national and international granting agencies, my incredible collaborators, and most of all, my talented trainees. Last, I want to thank those close to me, my husband Alan for teaching me how to savor each of my accomplishments and helping me achieve balance, our now adult children Mariah and Dustin for showing me the joy of making science accessible and reminding me every day what truly matters. Thank you again to the Royal Society. Be well.
Congratulations, Dr. Sokolovsky. The Ursula Franklin Award in Gender Studies is awarded to recognize significant contributions by a Canadian scholar in the humanities and social sciences to furthering our understanding of issues concerning gender. Le prix pour l'étude du genre reconnaît une contribution importante dans le domaine des sciences sociales ou humaines à notre compréhension des questions liées au genre. The winner of the 2020 Ursula Franklin Award in Gender Studies is Sonia Boone. An inter- and multidisciplinarian, Sonia Boone focuses on gender, identity, and embodiment. Her several books have contributed substantively to a broad range of disciplines, as well as to non-specialist audiences around the globe. Currently, her work brings gender, race, bodies, and colonial encounters into conversation with weather, erosion, and water, offering significant contributions to understanding the ways that gender interacts with social, cultural, political, natural, and built environments. Interdisciplinaire et multidisciplinaire, elle étudie le genre, l'identité et l'incarnation. Ses nombreux livres ont contribué dans une large mesure à l'alimentation de nombreuses disciplines, ainsi qu'à des publics et non initiés dans le monde entier. Actuellement, ses travaux abordent les questions de genre, de race, de corps et de confrontation coloniale dans le cadre de la météorologie, de l'érosion et de l'eau, et contribuent ainsi de manière significative à la compréhension des interactions entre le genre et les environnements sociaux, culturels, politiques, naturels et bâtis. Sonia Boone.
I'm deeply honored to be the 2020 recipient of the Ursula Franklin Award in Gender Studies and to join a list of remarkable scholars committed to gender studies research in Canada. One of the things that defines gender studies for me is imagination. We spend our time together questioning and imagining, thinking and dreaming, working together for a better, more just world. We live in a world where hard-fought and hard-won rights are under deep threat. Many other concerns have never even been addressed at all. Our imagining and our questioning matter. The need for feminist scholarship and activism has never been greater. Thank you to my amazing colleagues who ask tough questions and who refuse easy answers. Thank you for your generosity of spirit. Thank you for walks. Thank you for our conversations. But more than this, thank you to my students, and not just for your intellectual commitments, but for your raging, for your weeping, for your laughing, for your care, and for your vulnerability, and for your deep passion for and commitment to social justice. Your radical acts of imagination sustain and inspire me, and they remind me that dreaming together is the basis for social change. Thank you.
Congratulations, Dr. Boone. The Innes Gérin Medal is awarded for a distinguished and sustained contribution to the literature of the social sciences, including human geography and social psychology. Cette médaille est attribuée à une personne dont l'œuvre constitue un apport éminent et soutenu en sciences sociales, y compris la géographie humaine et la psychologie sociale. The winner of the Innes Gérin Medal is Nancy Turner. Nancy Jean Turner, School of Environmental Studies, University of Victoria, is an internationally acclaimed pioneer in ethnobotany. Her specialty is the study of plants as known and used by Indigenous peoples. She is the leading expert on the temperate climate ethnobotany of the First Nations in British Columbia. She has contributed to anthropological and archaeological knowledge of native culture, medicine, nutrition, technology, language, and classification. Her collaborative work with Indigenous experts and her documentation of the richness and importance of traditional ecological knowledge make significant contributions to environmental planning and management. Elle est une pionnière de l'ethnobotanique reconnue sur le plan international. Sa spécialité est l'étude des plantes connues et utilisées par les peuples autochtones. Elle est une chef de file en ethnobotanie, botaniques et des climats tempérés des Premières Nations vivant en Colombie-Britannique. Elle a contribué à la connaissance anthropologique et archéologique de la culture, de la médecine, de la nutrition, de la technologie, de la langue et de la classification des autochtones. Son travail de collaboration avec les experts autochtones et sa documentation sur la richesse et l'importance des connaissances écologiques traditionnelles apportent des contributions significatives à la planification et la gestion de l'environnement. Nancy Turner.
Good evening. It is a pleasure speaking with you tonight, and I sincerely wish that I could be there in person with all of you. I want to begin by acknowledging the Snuneymuxw and other First Nations of Vancouver Island, where I've lived for most of my life, and to Indigenous peoples across the country for their teachings and care of their homelands over the millennia. I'm especially grateful to those wonderful Indigenous elders and knowledge holders who've been my teachers over the past 50+ years. I've done my very best to represent their valuable knowledge and stress its importance to all of us. I'm also grateful to my husband, Bob, and our family, friends, and colleagues who've been constant sources of support and inspiration. The Royal Society of Canada is a remarkable organization bringing together scholars from many different disciplines from across Canada and beyond, and I've always felt privileged to be a member. The work that you do is significant, as reflected in your expert panel reports, policy briefings, and position papers on such a wide range of topics. I'm proud to be an RSC Fellow, and I feel very honored to be awarded the Mclaughlin Medal. I felt especially privileged after I did some background reading about the men after whom the medal is named. Harold Innes and Léon Gérin, both remarkable men and both presidents of the Royal Society. I've enjoyed a career of endless interest and delight, working with and learning from Indigenous elders and plant specialists, and also enjoying the great privilege of being a teacher. One of the reasons why I'm so proud to be receiving this medal is that my background is actually in the biological sciences. In truth, my work is very interdisciplinary, and so to receive recognition for my writing in the social sciences is especially pleasing to me. It is with deep appreciation that I accept this very special honor. Thank you.
Congratulations, Dr. Turner. The Mclaughlin Medal is awarded for important research of sustained excellence in any branch of medical sciences. Cette médaille est attribuée en reconnaissance de travaux de recherche importants et d'une excellence soutenue dans tout domaine des sciences médicales. The 2020 winner of the Mclaughlin Medal is Salim Yusuf. Salim Yusuf is a leader in the field of cardiology and epidemiology, whose research has made a huge impact on our understanding of the treatment of heart disease. He has led many landmark studies which have helped develop better treatment and preventive strategies for patients with cardiovascular disease globally. His pioneering work has been recognized by many awards and prizes from both national and international organizations. Il est un chef de file dans le domaine de la cardiologie et de l'épidémiologie, dont les recherches ont grandement influencé notre compréhension du traitement des maladies cardiaques. Il a dirigé de nombreuses études marquantes qui ont permis de mettre au point de meilleurs traitements et d'élaborer des stratégies de prévention pour les patients atteints de maladies cardiovasculaires dans le monde entier. Son travail de pionnier a été reconnu par de nombreux prix et récompenses, tant au niveau national qu'international. Salim Yusuf.
My thanks to the Royal Society of Canada for awarding me the Mclaughlin Medal. I'm deeply honored and humbled. My work involves collaboration with hundreds of investigators, both in Canada and internationally. And in reality, this award is a recognition of our collective work. I also want to thank my family, especially my wife, for her support over the many, many years. My institutions, McMaster University and Hamilton Health Sciences, have been terrific. And most importantly, my colleagues at the Population Health Research Institute have been incredibly supportive. I'm truly grateful for being part of such a wonderful group of people who are committed to answering important questions. Again, thank you to the Royal Society for the Mclaughlin Medal. This will be much cherished. Thank you.
Congratulations, Dr. Yusuf. The Willett G. Miller Medal is awarded for outstanding research in any branch of earth sciences. This year, the Royal Society is awarding 2 Willett G. Miller Medals, one in earth sciences and one in ocean sciences. La gagnante de la médaille Willett G. Miller en sciences de la Terre est Barbara Sherwood Lawlar. Barbara Sherwood Lawlar's discoveries have provided new insights and understanding of how to effectively remediate contaminated water resources and the role of chemical water-rock reactions sustaining subsurface microbiology deep within the Earth's crust. Her discoveries of the fundamental principles at the intersection of the water cycle and the carbon cycle have implications not only for our understanding of the Earth's habitability, but for the exploration for life elsewhere in the solar system and for the practical remediation of contaminated environments. Ces découvertes ont apporté de nouvelles connaissances et une nouvelle compréhension du domaine de l'assainissement des ressources en eau contaminée, ainsi que du rôle des réactions chimiques entre l'eau et la roche qui alimentent la microbiologie souterraine dans les profondeurs de la croûte terrestre. Ces découvertes des principes fondamentaux des interactions entre le cycle de l'eau et le cycle du carbone ont des implications non seulement pour notre compréhension de l'habitabilité de la Terre, mais aussi pour l'exploration de la vie ailleurs dans le système solaire et pour l'assainissement des environnements contaminés. Barbara Sherwood Lawlar.
Hello, my name is Barbara Sherwood Lawlar of the University of Toronto, and I'm delighted to be this year's recipient of the Willett G. Miller Medal in Solid Earth Sciences Research from the Royal Society of Canada. I'm deeply grateful to the Royal Society for this honor and recognition of the teamwork that went into the research that we've done over the last 30 years. Particularly grateful to the friends and colleagues who have also contributed to that work and to those who worked on the nomination. First and foremost, and always, we need to recognize the extent to which each of these recognitions and medals is really a recognition of the young people who contributed to this work through the years. We've had over 100 people come through our lab in the last few years, undergraduates, graduate students, postdocs, research associates, and technicians. And this work then I accept in the name of all of that team, as none of these scientific breakthroughs happen individually. It's always a team sport. Thanks to the RSC for this, and please enjoy the meeting. Goodbye.
Congratulations, Dr. Sherwood Lawlar. The second Willett G. Miller Medal is awarded for outstanding research in ocean sciences. Please welcome Alfonso Mucci. Alfonso Mucci is an internationally renowned geochemist who has made numerous contributions in geochemistry and biogeochemistry. He has revolutionized the application of spectroscopy in understanding crystal growth mechanisms in solution, developed models of metal behavior in marine sediments, documented and identified the causes of bottom water hypoxia in the St. Lawrence estuary, a likely trigger to the demise of the Eastern Canada fish stocks, as well as predicted the deep sea sediment response to the uptake of anthropogenic carbon dioxide by the oceans. Il est un géochimiste de renommée internationale qui a signé de nombreuses contributions en géochimie et biogéochimie. Il a révolutionné l'application de la spectroscopie à l'étude des mécanismes de croissance de cristaux en solution, développé des modèles du comportement des métaux dans les sédiments marins, documenté et identifié les causes de l'hypoxie dans les eaux profondes de l'estuaire du Saint-Laurent, un élément déclencheur probable de la disparition des stocks de poissons de l'Est du Canada et prédit la réponse des sédiments marins profonds par les océans. Alfonso Mucci.
Hi, I'm Alfonso Mucci, Emeritus Professor in the Department of Earth and Planetary Sciences at McGill University, and this year's Willett G. Miller Medal winner in Marine Sciences. It's a great honor, a recognition from my peers, especially those who wrote letters in support of my behalf, and people I have looked up to for many decades. It's also an opportunity to reflect on 40 years and more of research in oceanography with its challenges and rewards. I have to say that I'm awestruck by the list of previous award winners, including this year's other Miller Medal winner, Professor Barbara Sherwood-Lawler. So I feel I'm in very, very good company. Finally, I must thank my colleagues and friends for the nomination, my wife and daughter for their patience and support, as well as the many graduate students I've had the opportunity to supervise over the years, many of which have pushed me beyond my comfort zone. Finally, thank you to the RSC.
Congratulations, Dr. Mucci. The Lorne Pierce Medal is awarded for achievement in critical or imaginative literature. The winner of the 2020 Lorne Pierce Medal is Michel Biron. Michel Biron est un spécialiste internationalement reconnu de l'histoire de la littérature québécoise. Il a coécrit avec François Dumont de l'Université Laval et Elisabeth Nadeau-Lafarge de l'Université de Montréal. L'histoire de la littérature québécoise, considérée aujourd'hui comme un des principaux ouvrages de référence dans le domaine. Ses travaux sur l'absence du maître et la conscience du désert ont joué un rôle majeur dans le renouvellement des études québécoises. Michel Biron is an internationally recognized expert in the history of Quebec literature. He has co-authored with François Dumont, Université Laval, and Elisabeth Nadeau-Lafarge, Université de Montréal, Histoire de la littérature québécoise, which is currently regarded as one of the most important reference books on the subject. His works, L'absence du maître and La conscience du désert, have played a major role in the renewal of Quebec studies. Michel Biron.
Professeur au département de littérature de langue française, de création et de traduction de l'Université McGill. Mon domaine de recherche est l'histoire de la littérature, plus précisément l'histoire de la littérature québécoise, sur laquelle je travaille depuis pas mal d'années. J'ai écrit un ouvrage qui s'intitule L'histoire de la littérature québécoise avec mes collègues François Dumont et Elisabeth Nadeau-Lafarge, un ouvrage qui, me dit-on, circule un peu dans les milieux universitaires auprès des étudiants, des chercheurs et des autres collègues. J'ai le grand honneur d'avoir comme maître Gilles Marcotte, qui a eu cette médaille Lorne Pierce en 1991. Gilles Marcotte disait quelque chose qui m'a toujours frappé. Pour lui, l'écrivain n'est pas un individu différent des autres. Il lit les journaux, il entend ce qui se dit dans le monde, mais à un moment donné, il se distingue, il dit « ce n'est pas ainsi que j'imaginerais la chose ». Et c'est à partir du moment où l'écrivain se dit ça qu'il devient un écrivain. Et c'est précisément cette idée, cette vision propre à un écrivain qui m'intéresse à partir du moment où il imagine les choses autrement que les autres individus. J'ai le grand honneur aussi d'être le successeur de Margaret Atwood pour cette médaille. Je n'avais jamais pensé une seconde que je succéderais à une romancière de ce calibre. J'en suis très honoré. La médaille Lorne Pierce, pour moi, est une immense surprise, un immense honneur. Je remercie infiniment ceux qui me l'attribuent. Merci, au revoir.
Félicitations au professeur suivant. La médaille Miroslav Romanovsky est remise en reconnaissance de travaux importants liés aux problèmes environnementaux. The Miroslav Romanovsky Medal is awarded in recognition of scientific work related to environmental problems. The 2020 winner of the Miroslav Romanovsky Medal is A.J. Dale. A.J. Dale is Canada Research Chair in Bioenergy and Environmentally Chemical Processing and a leading international expert on renewable energy, heavy oil and gas processing, and catalytic reaction engineering. His innovative research has resulted in numerous publications and patents for processes and catalysts he has developed and had significant impact on the Canadian petroleum and bioenergy industry. He was a Fulbright Fellow in 2012. Il est titulaire de la chaire de recherche du Canada en bioénergie et en traitement chimique respectueux de l'environnement. Il est un éminent expert international dans le domaine des énergies renouvelables, du traitement de pétrole lourd et de gaz et du génie de la réaction catalytique. Ses recherches novatrices ont donné lieu à de nombreuses publications et plusieurs brevets pour des procédés et des catalyseurs qu'il a mis au point et qui ont eu un impact important sur l'industrie pétrolière et bioénergétique du Canada. Le professeur Dale est titulaire du bourse d'études Fulbright. A.J. Dale.
Good afternoon to all of you. This is with great pleasure that I'm accepting the 2020 Royal Society of Canada's Miroslav Romanovsky Medal for outstanding contributions to environmental science. I'm sorry that I'm not able to receive this medal in person. However, I'd like to sincerely thank to those who are able to organizing this event remotely. I also thank Professor Jeremy McNeill, the President of Royal Society of Canada, and then the Royal Society of Canada Committee for Miroslav Romanovsky Medal for recognizing our contributions to environmental science, engineering, and technology over the last 25 plus years. I sincerely thank all 150 plus MSc, PhD, and postdoctoral fellows who have worked with me on various environmental projects over the past 25 plus years. I also thank my wife Devasmita, our children Anurag and Arunima Soma for all their love and support, and most importantly, my parents for educating and trusting me throughout my life, which enabled me to do the work I do every day in my personal and professional life. We do all know that under the Paris Agreement in 2015, Canada has pledged to reduce its greenhouse gas emission by 30% below 2005 levels by 2030. Developed countries, including Canada, are also committed to spending at least $100 billion a year between 2000 and 2025 to help emerging economies deal with the effects of climate change. Our work complements Canada's and global effort to reduce greenhouse gas emission and thus provide solutions for climate change. I'll be honored to present our work at any university or academia or industrial forum. Thank you for your attention and please stay safe and strong. Thank you once again. Bye for now.
Congratulations, Dr. Dale. The Rutherford Memorial Medal in Chemistry is awarded for outstanding research in any branch of chemistry. Cette médaille est attribuée en reconnaissance de recherches éminentes dans tout domaine de la chimie. The winner of the Rutherford Memorial Medal in Chemistry is Aaron Johnson. Aaron Johnson is a world leader in the theoretical modeling of London dispersion, the weakest intermolecular interaction. Her work has enabled extension of density functional theory from intramolecular to intermolecular chemistry, with a particular focus on solid-state materials. Johnson received the World Association of Theoretical and Computational Chemists Dirac Medal in 2018 and an NSERC E.W.R. Stacy Memorial Fellowship in 2019. Elle est une chef de file mondiale dans la modélisation théorique des forces de dispersion de London, les plus faibles interactions intermoléculaires. Ses travaux ont permis d'étendre la théorie de la fonctionnelle et de la densité de la chimie intramoléculaire et à la chimie intermoléculaire, en mettant l'accent sur les matériaux solides. Johnson a reçu la médaille Dirac de la World Association of Theoretical and Computational Chemists et une bourse commémorative E.W.R. Stacy. Aaron Johnson.
It's a great honor to be awarded the Rutherford Memorial Medal in Chemistry. Past winners are highly esteemed Canadian chemists, and I am proud to be added to this group. I'd like to thank the Royal Society of Canada, Dalhousie University for putting forward the nomination, and my colleagues who wrote reference letters. I'd also like to thank my parents, Jane and Ray Johnson, my academic mentors, Drs. Gino Delabio and Axel Becca, my colleagues at Dalhousie University, my collaborators, and finally, members of my research group, past and present. I would not be where I am today without your support. Thank you all.
Congratulations, Dr. Johnson. The Rutherford Memorial Medal in Physics is awarded for outstanding research in any branch of physics. Cette médaille est attribuée en reconnaissance de recherches éminentes dans tout domaine de la physique. The winner of the Rutherford Memorial Medal in Physics is Jens Dilling. Jens Dilling has made breakthrough discoveries in the field of experimental nuclear physics, studying the fine details of the interactions of the atomic building blocks, the nucleons. He developed and built a mass spectrometer that is the fastest and one of the most precise in the world for studies of some of the shortest-lived isotopes produced with accelerators. Using mass spectrometry of unprecedented precision in tandem with the Einstein equivalent principle of energy and mass, he has identified and probed novel mechanisms in the dynamics that hold atoms together, elucidating the inner workings of matter and broadening our understanding of nuclear physics. Le professeur Dilling a fait des découvertes révolutionnaires dans le domaine de la physique nucléaire expérimentale en étudiant les moindres détails des interactions entre les éléments constitutifs de l'atome, les nucléons. Il a développé et construit le spectromètre de masse le plus rapide et l'un des plus précis au monde pour l'étude de certains des isotopes de petits demi-vie produits avec des accélérateurs. En utilisant la spectrométrie de masse d'une précision sans précédent en tandem avec le principe d'équivalence masse-énergie d'Einstein, il a identifié et sondé de nouveaux mécanismes dans la dynamique qui maintient les atomes ensemble, élucidant le fonctionnement interne de la matière et élargissant notre compréhension de la physique nucléaire. Jens Dilling.
It's been an honor to be awarded the Rutherford Medal in Physics from the Royal Society of Canada. I want to thank the Royal Society for choosing me for this. My work has been enabled by many people across my career, and I want to thank my family, my mentors, and my many friends in the fields as well. The Rutherford Medal in Physics has special significance for me. Rutherford truly was a founder of modern nuclear science, from his work discovering building blocks of the atoms and characterizing radioactive decay and elements, for which he, of course, won the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1908. Ernst Rutherford's pioneering studies in nuclear physics laid in some sense the groundwork for much of the research that I have conducted across my career, which has focused on the fine details of the interactions of the same atomic building blocks that he had envisioned, the nucleons. In my research group at TRIUMPH, which is Canada's particle accelerator center located in Vancouver, we built a mass spectrometer that is the fastest and one of the most precise tools in the world for studying short-lived accelerator-produced isotopes. Using mass spectrometer of unprecedented precision, we have been able to identify and probe novel mechanisms in the dynamics that hold atoms together, elucidating the inner workings of matter and broadening our understanding of nuclear physics. This is something that allows us to satisfy our fundamental curiosity of why some atoms are stable and some decay, but also feeds fields like energy production for society and helps identify and make radioactive isotopes or radionuclides for therapy and diagnostic in medicine. My work has been supported not only by many of my own mentors and colleagues, but also by the very structure and function of TRIUMPH. As a consortium of 21 Canadian member universities, including McGill, where Rutherford performed some of the work that eventually led to his Nobel Prize, and supported by provincial and federal government funding, we are cultivating here a unique research ecosystem for not only precision nuclear physics, but also particle physics, the life and material sciences, and particle accelerator research and technology transfer. In short, TRIUMPH enables curiosity-driven fundamental research, but also driving impact for our discoveries and helping society. I'm grateful and excited to have had the opportunity to pursue my research, and in doing so, help train future generations, all to deepen our understanding of the natural world and improve life for us all. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Dr. Dilling. The John L. Singh Award acknowledges outstanding research in any of the branches of the mathematical sciences. Le prix John L. Singh est attribué pour une contribution éminente des sciences mathématiques. The winner of the 2020 John L. Singh Award is Christian Genet. Christian Genet est un statisticien de renommée mondiale dont les travaux novateurs sur les modèles de copules, la théorie des valeurs extrêmes et la prise de décision concertée ont jeté un nouvel éclairage sur le rôle de la dépendance dans l'évaluation des risques. Les méthodes d'analyse de données multivariées et d'inférence non paramétriques qu'il a conçues ont amélioré la gestion des risques dans des domaines tels l'assurance, la finance et l'hydrologie. Ces réalisations lui ont valu plusieurs distinctions, dont un prix de recherche de la Fondation Alexander von Humboldt. Professor Genet is a world-renowned statistician whose seminal work in copula modeling, extreme value theory, and collaborative decision-making led to a transformative understanding of the impact of dependence in risk assessment. He designed multivariate data analysis and non-parametric inference methods, which improved risk management practices in insurance, finance, hydrology, and other fields. His contributions have earned him several awards, including a research prize from the Alexander von Humboldt Foundation. Christian Genet.
Chers collègues, chers amis, c'est avec beaucoup d'émotion que j'ai appris que la Société royale du Canada m'avait désigné comme récipiendaire 2020 du prix John Licensing. Je suis ravi d'être ainsi associé à la mémoire de ce mathématicien et physicien d'origine irlandaise qui a aidé le Canada à acquérir ses lettres de noblesse en sciences mathématiques. Aujourd'hui, je désire partager l'insigne honneur d'être le premier statisticien à recevoir ce prix avec tous ceux qui ont jalonné mon parcours de vie de Chicoutimi à Montréal, en passant par Vancouver, Pittsburgh, Kitchener-Waterloo, Québec, où j'ai vécu pendant plus de 20 ans, mais aussi Toulouse, Bruxelles, Paris, Zurich et Prague. Pour emprunter une analogie au monde de la musique qui a bercé mon enfance, je dirais que si c'est le soliste qu'on acclame aujourd'hui, le succès de la prestation dépend tout autant de l'orchestre et de l'équipe technique. Je profite donc de l'occasion pour remercier très sincèrement tous ceux qui m'ont appuyé, parents et amis, collaborateurs, employeurs et organismes subventionnaires. Vous savez, je suis très fier que l'ensemble des modèles et méthodes d'analyse et d'interprétation de données que nous avons développés ait pu contribuer à l'amélioration de la gestion des risques dans des domaines aussi divers que la finance, l'assurance, les sciences de la vie ou de l'environnement. Mais ce qui me touche le plus dans ce prix, c'est que la Société royale du Canada reconnaisse l'importance de la science des données. En ces temps de pandémie, de fausses nouvelles et de désinformation, nous avons besoin plus que jamais des lumières de la science et de la raison. La statistique bien faite, la belle statistique, fait partie de la solution. Nous avons donc un urgent besoin de nous doter des moyens de nos ambitions. Je vous remercie de votre attention et, à l'instar d'un des héros de ma jeunesse, je vous souhaite longue vie et prospérité.
Félicitations au professeur Genet. The J.B. Tyrell Historical Medal is awarded for outstanding work in the history of Canada. Cette médaille est octroyée en reconnaissance de travaux éminents en histoire du Canada. The winner of the 2020 J.B. Tyrell Historical Medal is Alan Greer. Alan Greer is an international leader in the study of the early centuries of Canada's history. His work bridges the gap between English and French language approaches to the past, while examining Canadian history within a larger hemispheric context and drawing deeply on the insights of other fields, such as anthropology and sociology. His books have won numerous national and international prizes. A Killam and a Guggenheim Fellow, Greer has been a resident at both Cambridge University and the Institut d'études avancées in Paris. Le professeur Greer jouit d'une renommée internationale pour ses recherches sur les premiers siècles de l'histoire du Canada. Ses recherches ont permis de réconcilier certains clivages entre approches francophones et anglophones de l'histoire canadienne. Aussi a-t-il situé cette dernière dans un vaste contexte hémisphérique, tout en s'inspirant des disciplines connexes, telles que l'anthropologie ou la sociologie. Ses ouvrages ont été récompensés par de nombreux prix, tant nationaux qu'internationaux. Boursier des programmes Killam et Guggenheim, il a été résident à la Cambridge University et à l'Institut d'études avancées de Paris. Alan Greer.
I wish we could all be together so that I could in person just tell everyone how pleased and grateful I am to have been accorded this great honor of the J.B. Tyrell Medal. I did look over the list of previous recipients going back to the 1920s, and it's an amazing list of great scholars, and I do feel truly humbled to be placed in that particular company. It's especially of note that this medal is in the name of J.B. Tyrell, who was both a geologist and a part-time historian. He's well known, among other things, for discovering dinosaur bones in southern Alberta, as well as editing the journals of David Thompson. He made a point of endowing a prize in Canadian history, even though for the most part that was not a field that he worked in as a professional. So like Tyrell, I'm trying to examine the Canadian past in more than one time scale, trying to kind of bridge the gap between the kind of deep past that's normally of interest to geologists and archaeologists, stretching back thousands and millions of years, on the one hand, and on the other, the more recent centuries that historians normally confine themselves to. So it's a matter of attempting to connect dots over a very, very long period of the Canadian past. And in that endeavor, Tyrell stands as a kind of inspiring exemplar of possibilities. And on the topic of inspiration, maybe I can take advantage of this opportunity to say a warm word of thanks to Kate, and as well as family, friends, colleagues, and students that have sustained and encouraged me all along my career. So thank you again.
Congratulations, Dr. Greer. The Alice Wilson Awards are given to 3 women of outstanding academic qualification in the arts and humanities, social sciences, or science, who are entering a career in scholarship or research at the postdoctoral level. Les gagnantes de la bourse Alice Wilson 2020 sont Maïka Sondarji, nominée par CRSH, Gila Shapiro, nominated by CIHR, and Catherine Ivey, nominated by NSERC. Maïka Sondarji est boursière postdoctorale Banting au département de sciences politiques de l'Université de Montréal. Ses recherches actuelles portent sur les mouvements féministes et les pratiques émancipatrices des femmes au Gujarat, en Inde. Elle est reconnue pour ses recherches sur les pratiques et politiques de développement féministe. Après ses études postdoctorales, elle sera professeure adjointe à l'École de développement international et mondialisation de l'Université d'Ottawa. Maïka Sondarji.
Je voudrais remercier la Société royale du Canada de m'avoir attribué le prix Alice Wilson. I am deeply honored to be receiving this today and be part of such an amazing group of individuals. I would like to thank SSHRC as well as the Banting search committees. And I want to say I am honored as an academic, but especially as a social activist. So my research is on women empowerment and emancipation in India, as well as structural inequalities, marginalization, systemic racism. And I'm happy to see that organizations such as the Royal Society of Canada recognizes such research and gives value to research that aims to make this world a better place. Et comme je suis la cofondatrice d'une organisation qui s'appelle Femmes Expertes, qui est liée à une organisation qui s'appelle Informed Opinions, et qu'on tente jour après jour de valoriser la voix de toutes les femmes dans les médias, dans les médias canadiens, afin de rendre le Canada plus démocratique. Je suis contente que ce prix reconnaisse les inégalités et les barrières structurelles auxquelles les femmes font face dans l'académie et auxquelles elles continuent de faire face. And I am proud that this award recognizes these barriers and aims at changing them. So thank you very much, and I hope to see you all in person next year.
Congratulations, Dr. Sondarji. Gila Shapiro holds a master's degree in public policy and a PhD in clinical psychology. She conducts research measuring under-vaccination at the World Health Organization and the biopsychosocial factors in end-of-life care at Princess Margaret Cancer Center. Gila Shapiro.
Hello from downtown Toronto. I hope you are all doing well and that we'll have the opportunity to continue these celebratory occasions in person in the not-so-distant future. I'm extremely honored to have been awarded the Royal Society of Canada's Alice Wilson Award. I'm thankful to those who have mentored me and supported me recently and over the years. To my family, my friends, my mentors, and my colleagues. I also want to extend my congratulations to the other awardees. It is extremely humbling to see the important and impactful research that is being conducted by our Canadian colleagues. We need these moments now more than ever to take the time to recognize each other's work and the important implications of interdisciplinary high-quality research in Canada. Thank you again for this amazing opportunity to speak to you all. I hope we can meet in person in one day soon, and enjoy the rest of the ceremonies. I know I will. Thank you.
Congratulations, Dr. Shapiro. Catherine Ivey is an enthusiastic postdoctoral fellow at Western University, where she is studying the mechanisms responsible for a high-altitude migration in shorebirds at the Advanced Facility for Avian Research. Catherine Ivey.
Thank you, Royal Society of Canada, for awarding me the Alice Wilson Award for NSERC applicants. I am honored and humbled to be this year's awardee.
Congratulations, Dr. Ivey. Let me take the opportunity to again congratulate all the 2020 medal and award winners of the Royal Society of Canada. Monsieur le Président, voilà qui termine notre cérémonie de cette année. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes this year's medal and awards ceremony. Merci beaucoup. Thank you.